Hello, Dark Ones, and welcome to the realm of monsters. I'm from your neighborhood chaos demon Domino, and today we're just going to see what's coming up. Okay, so we have two goddess cards. We have Liberation with Queen Mother Nani, and Jumbi Mask. I'm being reminded of the affirmation for the mask one, and it says, I'm willing to drop the mask. Let's see. So we have it. Definitely feels like a freedom from like a false identity, or maybe a freedom from like, because it also seems like many hats too, like wearing many different identities or doing so many jobs all at once. Like never just being able to be one thing. And always having to like be everything for everyone all at the same time. This is giving, okay, this is definitely giving mom energy too. With Queen Mother Nanny, yeah. So yeah, it definitely feels like mom energy because like with moms, like they're not just moms. They're literally a lot of the times everything for everyone. The first teacher, of course the mother, but tending to have to wear multiple different hats. We have the 10 of Wands, or that's not what this is. This is the 10 of Swords. It's definitely giving moving into a space of more support is what I'm seeing here, because we have I'm getting a little bit dizzy. Um, we have the 10 of Swords, then we have the 8 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups, which is definitely given this energy of like moving into having more support, more emotional support, maybe even physical support, so that you don't have to wear all of these different, I'm hearing cloaks specifically, because it's just like, well, now you have to be, the mother, you have to be the nanny, you have to be the teacher, you have to be this, you have to be that, all the time for the people around you, even if it's not like with children. And playing all of those different roles at the same time can be overbearing and exhausting. Hold on. There's technically no naughty bits in this one, but still, just for the sake of stupid thing. So, confirmed ending to this, but also this energy of transformation, because within, death is opening up and there's life here, and then the energy here is opening up and showing her skeleton. So it's all like this connection to like an ending, a rebirth, and transformation, like this energy of being one and the same. And then we have the Empress with that. So it's like being reborn into, like, now you can kind of really embody a greater power structure. Because, when you sit on the throne as like an empress, you have to learn to delegate. You have to learn to, you can't do everything from the space of an empress, And that's kind of what it feels like. I don't want to say like you're a peasant or anything like that, but like with being in that kind of space, like you see in like movies and stuff, they're always working, they're always jumping from one thing to another, they're always being overwhelmed and bombarded with so many things that they have to do, and they're like, well, I have to do this, and then I have to do this, and then it's giving Cinderella. It really is. Like, Cinderella, fetch my cloak. Cinderella, go get my shoes. Cinderella, go shopping. We need bread. We need milk. We need tea. Like, just too many things all at once in just being one person. And when you are coming from like the Empress energy, you have to learn to delegate. Other people are going to have to do things. You can't be the one, you know, going after, trying to make the tea and sweep the floors and run the whole kingdom at the same time. Like, you're gonna need to kind of like step back. And we have the Five of Wands here, which is giving this energy of like cutting down the task, cutting down the tasks, and like having more organization here. And maybe even like other people picking up some of these staffs. Because, you're going to need somebody to cook. You're going to need somebody to clean. You're going to need somebody to, go out and tell your subjects what these new laws are going to be, or, what the new rules are, when taxes are due. You're going to need other people to go out and do that so that you can, stay where you are and kind of like make the decisions, go through all the paperwork and all of that stuff. And that's what I'm seeing here. Because quite often, royalty is seen as this person that can do everything. And that's not to say that they're not capable of making their own tea or sweeping floors. But sometimes to be royalty is not always about trying to do as much as possible, trying to do every job from every person. Being a leader, being a, being in a royal position means that you only make moves where you have to. I'm seeing like a chessboard too. And so that's what I'm getting from that. It's not about overburdening yourself. It's about being practical about what you can handle. And just because you can't handle, like, you might actually be feeling a little bit of guilt because your capacity for what you can do is kind of dwindling. Like, you can't do as much in a day as you used to be able to do. But that's because you are shifting, your energy is shifting into this leader role. And from the leader role, you delegate while you handle other responsibilities. It's not laziness, it's just your capacity is shifting for your new role. Because now you will be playing one role rather than playing like 6 different roles at the same time. And that's kind of what I'm getting. Especially with the hummingbirds, like in the Jumbi picture. Like, they move very, very fast. And they're like all over the place. And sometimes that can be like a little bit of a busybody energy. Like, I gotta go do this, I gotta go do that. And sometimes you need help. Sometimes you just need support. And it makes all the difference. And it's this energy of like, once you have the proper support, you can truly step into, your royal energy, your goddess power. And so that's what I'm getting for today. I hope that helped. The darkness in me recognizes and honors the darkness in you. Love you. Bye.